we did some great things in this game, really. Throughout, offensively, we did some great things the entire night. Fourth quarter, we did better things defensively, which got us an opportunity to win the game. And, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we just had a couple things happen. We never should have been in overtime. We know that. There were a couple of errors that we made that we'll learn from. And so, it's a tough loss, but I'm really proud of the effort and the way the guys hung in, because it was not going particularly well, particularly defensively, and everybody just kept playing and kept giving ourselves a chance. And yeah, Buddy heated up in the fourth. Ben did some great things. They got a lot of playmakers. They made plays when they needed to, and it was a great basketball game.
It's just you, but yeah.
It's just you.
You can leave it. No, you're all good. Some of those just obvious, just the turnover and whatnot. What are some things that you want them to take away, from the lead you guys gave away in the last couple, last minute of regulation?
Well, it's important to be positive but truthful, about everything. There's not a lot to be said. Our guys know what happened. We just need to get stronger from this. Growth in life and in the NBA seldom happens without some real adversity and some real trauma, and so we got to learn from some of the things that happened, and we got to build on some of the good things we did, especially down the stretch. I mean, with Harden out there, it forced us to do some different things defensively to get the ball out of his hands and scramble around. Miles made some amazing blocks. We came up with loose balls and rebounds, and did some phenomenally great things to get a lead late, and unfortunately we just couldn't hold it in regulation.
Without getting into the specifics on the calls or whatever, what do you think? Ben obviously had some tough breaks down the stretch. Didn't go his way. What do you think he can sort of learn from the entirety of overtime and how that whole situation went for him?
It's a team thing, it's not a Ben thing. And look, the last 2-minute report will be it'll be an interesting one. It looked like he got shoved on that layup attempt, on our last possession down one. It looked like Harden's arm extended, and I don't know how a guy hits the ground and is thrust forward, unless he's pushed. But the league will look at that and decide, and in the end it won't matter. But it just means that throughout the course of the game, we've got to defend better, because all the events in an NBA game accumulate. The microscope, the magnifying glass and the microscope are always on the fourth quarter and overtime in the last 2 minutes. But every event that leads to the fourth quarter is significant too. So, we've got to shore up some things that we didn't do particularly well, during the first three quarters.
Just last thing, you mentioned James, defending him, which you had to do on him, obviously. You eventually slowed down. What do you feel like you struggled with? How do you feel like you adjusted? When do you think gotten better over the course of a full game beyond that?
Well, we double teamed him and did some other things, and just to take him and their team out of rhythm some. And Ron did a really good job with his defensive calls, and it gave us a great chance. So that's all stuff we got to build on. It'd be great if you could just say, hey, we'll play Harden straight up, and we'll be okay. But I've been seeing this guy for I don't know how many years, counting everything in the West, and You know, he's a former MVP. You know, he's a great player, and he puts a lot of pressure on the officials. And so, you know, sometimes you got to do some overtly aggressive things to, you know, make other guys beat you. And once again, I thought Miles played a great game. You know, he doesn't have super gaudy numbers, but his defense, his block shots, his presence at the rim, his rolls all night created problems. So, you know, he was terrific.
Being under control, mental focus, mentally locked in on those last two key possessions, offensively and defensively. In the last 40 seconds, we got to do a better job closing. It's on us, everybody. It's not Ty, not Drew, not Ben. It's on everybody. We got to do a good job just figuring it out. And, game was won, but with ball scores, we didn't win the game. And I wouldn't say we got out-vetted, but no, we just made a few mental mistakes that are corrections, but we lost. So hats off to them.
Just getting stops, staying together. We got enough stops. Ben got going for us in the fourth. You know, we got stops, playing transition. They got us back in the game.
What was the biggest difference to you the last minute of regulation and overtime tonight?
You know, I felt like we got up there. They called timeout with like 40 seconds. We had a turnover. It's on me. I shouldn't have even came after the ball, put Tyrese in that spot to get that steal. And then they got their steal, you know, to score and take it to overtime. They made some big plays, James and Tyrese both. You know, so it happens down the stretch.
What's the biggest takeaway from this one?
Just stick together. You know, we've been good in clutch games as of late. Weren't able to pull this one out. It's frustrating because you feel like you leave this one on the table, but you play again in a couple of days. You get to play Portland, so just be ready.